If you have ever run a business, then you would know how challenging it is for one to find reliable and capable help. But Mike Hall, the owner of Rust Valley Restorers, was quite fortunate after bringing a beautiful, hardworking, and very promising apprentice to his team back in 2019. This help was none other than Cassidy Mceown. She was not only the newest painter mechanic, but also one of the youngest members making a name for herself in the reality television show. But what exactly happened to Cassidy on the show? Has she taken a break from her television life or quit it altogether? If you want to know about it, then stay with us until the end of the video. And let's get started. Rust Valley Restorers is a Canadian reality TV show focused on an auto restoration shop. An energetic and charismatic team manages the shop with intriguing characters like Mike Hall, a car collector, rock blaster, and founder of Rust Valley Restorers. Apart from Mike, Connor Hall, Mike's son, is also a team member. He is more like the team's official PR officer since he oversees clients' engagement and operation of the shop. And then there's Avery Schoaf, Mike's friend and an engineer. Avery is also a mechanic with excellent engineering skills and a specialty in restoring cars. And of course, then we have fans' favorite Cassidy Mceown, who not only won the hearts of fans, but she has also broken the stereotype that car restoration is a profession for only men. This brings us back to our question, what happened to Cassidy? Cassidy is not just a TV personality, she's also a car enthusiast and inspiring mechanic. It won't be entirely wrong to say that even after being the team's youngest member, Cassidy works together with the other mechanics to repair damaged cars, sell them, or exchange them for more classic cars. The Rust Valley Restorer she features in has many exciting reasons you should watch it, especially if you're into auto shop reality TV. Cassidy originally hails from North Carolina, and she didn't come into the life of Mike Hall until after she moved to British Columbia to live with her family, a family you can comfortably call a group of gearheads as they all love cars as much as Cassidy loves repairing them. According to Cassidy, right from when she was a little girl, she's always been surrounded by car lovers who were so into the auto world that they passed the love to her. So it's not surprising to see her loving cars as much as she does now and knowing so much about them. It's almost like she's trying to make a statement or pushing an agenda that girls can be mechanics too. Well, it's not entirely new to anyone who follows the show or Cassidy on her social media platforms that she lives, breathes, and works to break the stereotype that the auto repair and restoration industry is a man-only industry. Moreover, one would expect that being so young, Cassidy would be more into modern cars and luxurious ones. Instead, the young car enthusiast prefers and has a strong passion for fixing, repairing, and vamping up vintage old cars, which is more of her thing. In addition to breaking stereotypes, Cassidy has proven to her boss, the team at Rust Valley Restorers, and fans that she has the potential and the drive to excel in vintage car repairs and the restoration of other kinds of cars. Now, before diving deeper into this discussion, did you know that Cassidy, although working in an auto repair and restoration shop, did not have a driving license? A little deeper look into Cassidy's background shows that she grew up quite different from most Canadian girls. It's believed that instead of dolls, Cassidy probably played with toy cars. No wonder why her love for classic and vintage car repairs or restoration knows no bounds. Her love for auto repairing is so deep that she's currently in college studying to become a professional repair person and engineer for motor cars after a collision. Cassidy's love for cars, especially vintage ones, started when she was still young. So it's all thanks to her family who have had a long history of auto repairs, restoration, and being mechanics. Adding to this, Cassidy's immediate parents are also mechanics. So it's no wonder that the young car enthusiast grew up loving cars from her childhood through her teenage years and has even crept into her adulthood. But what exactly happened to Cassidy? Well, right from when she made her first appearance in the second episode of Rust Valley Restorers' first season, Cassidy has grown from height to height. Aside from Rust Valley Restorers, the young car enthusiast has also been an apprentice at another top-notch vehicle repair shop. There, she confirmed her love and endless passion, especially for vintage cars. In the auto repair industry, there can be no amount of knowledge that can be considered too much for Cassidy, so it's not a shock to anyone knowing she received her Red Seal certificate in 2020. Still, the most amazing thing could be her decision to undertake a college degree in the repairs of automobiles after a collision. This shows how far she's gone from appearing at the show when she was just 17 as an assistant for a project and quickly sealed her fate as an auto repairer. So let's talk about how it all happened, as it will give you a clearer picture of how far Cassidy has come and where she's heading. Cassidy first appeared in Rust Valley Restorers as an assistant on a project, but Mike was quick to discover the hidden talents inside her and was quick to harness them. However, it wasn't only her talent that attracted Mike, as he also saw a girl willing to learn, and you know how everyone wants a teachable and promising apprentice. After hiring Cassidy, the show was filled with a new atmosphere as her fans quickly grew and she brought a new angle to the show. If you're familiar with reality TV, then you'll understand the feeling when a girl is introduced to a profession dominated by men and shows impressive potential. So we can say that Mike hiring Cassidy and her appearing as an assistant might have been a coincidence, but it was a dream turned reality for Cassidy, who revealed how much she wanted to work for Rust Valley Restorers during her introduction video for the reality show. She has also admired Mike very much, so it's no wonder Mike is her acclaimed best boss ever. So, does Cassidy really love her job? Well, yes, you guessed it right. She loves her job so much that she takes pleasure in discovering scrappy and rusty cars and then converting them into gorgeous cars that steal their way into people's hearts as their favorites. However, you will be surprised to know that it has not always been all rosy for Cassidy. The problem for her is that there have been times when she's had to spend 3 whole days sanding a car and the car stayed the same way, looking untouched. This would seem frustrating for anyone else, but Cassidy remained steadfast. Remember the story about Cassidy not having a driver's license? Well, here's the time for it. During one of Cassidy's performances on the show, her boss Mike asked her to go and pick up some car parts that he needed to work on. Shockingly, Cassidy confessed to not having a driver's license. It was really disappointing, seeing that she worked in the automobile industry. At least having a driver's license wouldn't harm. Then, Mike had to make her go get one because as an employee of Rust Valley Restorers, having a driver's license was important. Now, what's even more shocking is that it took her 3 tries to finally be able to get her license. You must be wondering, isn't that a little too much for someone who has loved cars all their life? Well, the reason behind this is that even though she comes from a family of mechanics, she never really got driving lessons from her parents. Back to Cassidy. She is producing videos at her university related to auto repair and learning to become the best of the best. Adding to this, she is still a cast member of the Rust Valley Restorers, so maybe she just took a break to focus on her studies. To prove this, Cassidy has taken to her Instagram to show off several photos proving her engagement with the team. Taking a look at her life really shows that auto repair is a significant part of her life, but she definitely has other interests. For instance, her pit bull Sierra is often showcased on her Instagram, which proves her enormous love for dogs. Then there's also the fact that she loves spending time with nature and fishing, especially when she's not working. So in conclusion, we can say that Cassidy has grown over the years from being just another person on a reality TV show to becoming a role model for women interested in breaking stereotypes, especially the ones dominated by men. That's all for today. If you're interested in more, have a look at this video. And thank you for watching.